All right. I want to welcome Hersh Rephun, Rephun, who is one of my wonderful clients. Hersh is going to talk about what he does and his experience in the program. But first, I will introduce Hersh. Hersh is the message therapist and a veteran advertising creative and publicist who crafts breakthrough communications around personal brands. And his mantra is sell the truth with humor and humanity. Welcome, Hersh.
Hi, Jeanne. Great to see you.
You too. So, Hersh, let's get stuck right into this. Where were you when you met me before you signed up to work with us?
When I met you, I was kind of stuck in the place where I was afraid of sales a little bit. I was afraid of doing sales. I was unsure of my offer. I knew the qualities that I had inside me, but I had mindset issues, and I had tried a lot of different things. I had worked with other coaches, so this was not my first experience, but it was the one that unlocked things for me.
Right. So when you met me, you'd worked with a bunch of other coaches, and they're not bad people. So we're not saying
No,
that,
no, no,
right?
no, not at all.
Great people. But you didn't have a clear offer, remember? And you weren't making offers. And you said something to me before, like you were sort of bumbling through offers. Can
Oh
you?
yeah, I made what I thought were offers, but what I kind of fumbled through these conversations, these sales calls, but without the confidence and the clarity.
Okay, so we got clear on your offer, right? And you got more
Yeah.
confident, right? And you had some mindset bumps. That's true.
Yeah.
And so what happened then working with us in the program?
Well, working with you in the program was a revelation in a lot of ways. It was not just working with you, Sean, which, we have a great rapport and I really enjoyed it, but also the mindset coach, the sales coach, the copy coach. Everybody had something to offer and everybody was very invested in my success. And so I felt like I had a real team around me.
Right. It takes a village, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so I'm glad you enjoyed the coaches. They loved working with you as well. And then what transformation took place while working with us? What changed?
While working with you, my offer came into focus. I started getting rid of some lingering mindset issues. I gained confidence. I think as a result of these things, I just started making offers. I started getting the results I needed.
Right. And then you got your first
Yes,
4K clients.
I sold my first 4K offer, and I think that um it triggered a watershed for me of trying to really make a business of what I was doing.
Right. And the rest is history because he's kept going. Okay.
Yes.
So I'd love people to hear a little bit more about the program and what goes on. What other great things did you like about the program?
I love the consistency of you guys being there for us.
Mm.
It's a great community to be a part of. Just mutual support all around. Every week or as needed, there was support, and that's why I felt there. I also felt there was accountability, and that's
Mm,
why I think I continued to grow. And
mm,
if you saw that there was somebody stuck, or if it was me who was stuck, you try to loosen it up, shake it up, address the problem. What's the problem? Let's figure out the problem. Let's work through it. And it worked.
awesome. Awesome. Okay. So what would you say to people who are thinking about working with us, but kind of afraid? Because you were telling me about this fear you had. Why don't you share with everybody like what
Yeah.
you were going through? Yeah.
Yeah, I think that having invested very heavily in my own success already, I was afraid to try working with someone else, with someone new. The people I worked with were great, but they didn't unlock that potential. They didn't get that offer sold or get that offer clarity. And it doesn't always happen the first time. And for people who are afraid, I would say go with your gut as far as what you know you need, what you probably know already you need to
Mm,
get this business to the next level, get your service or your offer or your brand out of the gate. And
mm,
once you get there, you will be very happy that you did because honestly, working with you, Jean, is a pleasure and a trigger. I think it's a real trigger to getting the success that you're looking for.
Perfect. So I like the word catalyst better than trigger, because people say, oh, you triggered me. We
Yes.
catalyzed you. So
Right, right. Yeah.
right. Now, you did go through that litany of people that you had worked with when we were talking about you getting on board. And I saw the fear. I mean, it was palpable. You know, it's
Yeah.
palpable. People are like, I've worked with all these people. And the person that you worked with before me was way more expensive than me.
Yes.
Not a bad coach, but there was no actual ROI, right? So
Yeah.
you were saying, like, we were the first people that actually got you actual ROI, right?
Yes. Yeah, and
Great.
and it's interesting that you mentioned that that other coach was nearly twice, honestly,
Mm,
what your fees are, and I think that your approach was deceptively simple. Like
mm,
it's there's a lot of tangents to it, but things that you offer, but it really was easy once I said yes to go
mhm.
with the flow and jump in and really get something out of it.
Perfect. Okay, great. So what would you say? What are your parting words to people that are thinking of working with us, and what should they do?
My parting words are honestly that Jeanne and her team are awesome. They are good people. They are really, really committed. And when Jeanne tells you that she's available and that she wants you to ask questions, wants you to take advantage, wants you to seize the moment, do it. Do it, because the fact is we are not getting anywhere if we don't seize the moment. And the whole premise with Jean's program is that you have to take advantage of what's right in front of you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Hersh, for turning up. And I hope everybody really enjoyed this uh, interview.